pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
It's a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the FAST Renegade Cup Series live from the Talladega Superspeedway. As always, I'm your host, Joe Twansky. Joining me up here in the booth tonight, the one and only Mr. Joseph Weaver. Buddy, welcome back to Talladega.
Hello, Joe, and hello, everybody at home. Glad to be back here bringing you some more action from Talladega Superspeedway tonight. Should be a good one here with the FAST Renegade Cup Series.
Should be a great one here tonight. We've had a triplet of Talladega races here this past week. We'll end it off with race number 4, and Weaver, only 66 laps tonight for these drivers to make something happen. It's going to be tough if you start at the back with a almost 30-car field.
Yeah, but there's definitely going to be 66 laps, not the longest race, but there's going to be plenty of time to make some moves and get up and down through this field, especially if you can navigate the wrecks that I'm sure we'll have at least one of.
Happy hour currently underway. You'll see those practice times kind of go across the top of your screens at home. See Cody Luke up into the wall there in that 8 car. We saw an 8 Budweiser car actually win yesterday over in the Open Speedway Talladega 400. So Cody going to look to do something similar. I saw the 8 car win today. Hopefully that's not too early of a spoiler for folks that had the race DVR, and I just realized I might have made a mistake. So apologies for that.
Good job, Joe.
Ruining
Starting
things.
strong.
That's what we do here at JTM. We just absolutely ruin things. We beat them into the ground.
Yep.
Anyone stick out here tonight as a favorite?
It is kind of hard to pick favorites when you come here to these super speedways because it really can be kind of a crapshoot. Anybody could get it done. Man, I don't know, Joe. I'm looking through. There's just a lot of names jumping out at me.
Mm-hmm.
No, like you said, the 8 car Cody Luke, he could definitely get it done here. He's fast. Got Nick Gunther's always fast anywhere we go. That 33 Jeffrey Goodpaster, I think he's got a shot. 68 Joshua Moyers is always good wherever we go. Just a lot of good drivers out here.
This, of course, folks, is your AutoSim 2 race preview. Remember, AutoSim 2 now available on Steam for $9.99. Go check it out today. Again, AutoSim 2 now available on Steam for $9.99. Got a little bit a larger pack forming here. Cody Luke leading the train with Pastor in the 33 and Joshua Moyers in the 68. Gonna get help from Garland Oaks in the 67 and Edver Leal in the 09. No, they're not, because it's time for qualifying, Weaver.
That it is, Joe. These drivers are going to come out here, see if they can put it on pole, see where they can get a good starting spot.
Get a good starting spot. You just want to win the pole here tonight. But, like you said, start in the top 10, maybe makes your life a little bit easier here. Stay out of those big wrecks that seem to form in the middle of the field. While qualifying's underway, we're going to get a word in with our friends, again, from AutoSim 2. Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear, because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim Mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in owner mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2. And again, folks, AutoSim 2 is now available on the Steam store for $9.99. Again, AutoSim 2 now available on the Steam store for $9.99. I got folks tuning in. Ricky, of course, was the first one in. He'll be moderating the chat tonight, it looks like. Got Dave from NRT in chat. That is a throwback, Dave. Glad to hear from you. Glad to see you out there. Cannot, again, thank you enough for all that you do for all of us here in NR. And then Nick in chat as well. Shouting out all the fans that came out to support him here tonight.
Big thanks to everybody coming in, tuning in early, getting ready for some good racing. Like Joe said, always good to see old Super Dave out there.
I was going to say, it's been a while. It's been a while.
It has been.
Dave, hope everything's going well. And see those qualifying times start to trickle across the top of your screens at home. So you see those times starting to come in. You want to set the fastest lap in town. It's fixed setup racing, so really what can you do different than your competitors here tonight, Weaver?
Really, when it comes down to it, it all comes down to the line you run, being as smooth as possible through the corners and holding it down on that yellow line as well as you can. It's just the small things that make those little differences in qual time here.
You're saying it's the little things in life that mean the most.
Always, Joe. Always the little things.
Oy vey. So you got those times top of your screen at home, looking like a lot of folks in the 52-second bracket, at least everyone inside the top 10 at this moment. Weaver will, of course, read you off the starting lineup once we get it. We're kind of just playing that waiting game right now. I think a couple drivers that I don't recall seeded races earlier this season, so we'll try to highlight them as we go through the starting lineup. Won't you, Weaver?
Of course, it's my job.
Greg Lovell, currently provisional pole sitter of the 088. Saw Greg have a very fantastic run yesterday afternoon at Open Speedway with second place finish. But Weaver, it looks like qualifying's all done, so why don't you take us through tonight's starting lineup?
With pleasure, Joey was able to hold on to that provisional pole with that time of 52.320. The 088 will be rolling off in first. Outside row 1 is the 94 of Jessica Shelton. Row 2, we have the 93 of Jovan Anderson and the 66 of Seth Cole. Row 3 is the 56 of Nick Gunther and the 50 of Oscar Ramos. Row 4, we have the 9 of Randall Coleman and the 29 of Daniel Cardozo. Row 5 is the 67 of Garland Oaks and the 74 of Drew Fast. Row 6 is the 4 of Zach Krastowski and the 33 of Jeff Goodpaster. Row 7 is the 32 of Sean T and the 7 of Tyler Stallhead. Row 8, we have the 71 of Sean Romero and the 03 of James Moore. Row 9 is the 09 of Ediver Leal and the 8 of Cody Luke. Row 10 is the 70 of John Foreman and the 19 of Nick Servideo. Row 11 is the 45 of Alex Mullen and the 043 of Brian Lavelle. Row 12 is the 34 of RJ Bishop and the 00 of Nick Fletcher. Row 13 is the 15 of Matt Watkins and the 51 of Shane Sides. Row 14 is the 41 of Denny Carroll and the 22 of Benjamin Snyder. Row 15 is the 31 of Jeff Dixon and the 27 of Mark Snyder. Row 16, we have the 48 of Alex Samo and the 68 of Joshua Moyers. All alone on row 17 is the 18 of Tyler Mallon.
Great field here tonight from Talladega. Nothing we didn't expect here with the Fast Renegade Cup Series. Always putting on a great show here on the Super Speedways. We got a good one for you tonight, folks. That's why you're not going to want to touch that search bar. Don't navigate away. Don't miss a second of the action here on JTN. Make sure if you haven't already, you need to subscribe. You click the bell icon. You'll be notified every single time we go live. Again, a lot of great racing action coming up this week. Maverick Cup Series and Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series. Of course, our kind of anchor series that we'll have throughout the summer. Both going to be live Tuesday and Thursday, respectively, this week. Got a good mix of manufacturers out here tonight, too. Traditional, your Chevrolets, your Fords, and your Toyotas. Got some Subarus, some Kias. Don't know if I saw any Hondas. Got a Mazda. Weaver was going to say something important to the racing.
We do have a little bit of a modified stage breakdown tonight, doing 20 laps for the first stage, 20 laps for the second stage, and then the rest 26 for the third. No yellows between the stages, though, just giving out points at those points in the race.
I like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people out there will argue that if stages are a thing in NASCAR, that's how they should be done.
Don't need those pesky cautions, you know?
I'm a little indifferent on stages.
Okay.
Not exactly for them, but I don't think they hurt anything as much as some people lead on.
Well, if we're not acting like the sky's falling all the time, is the sky ever really falling?
I don't know, if you ask a chicken, it might be.
You like that book? You like that story? Or the movie? I don't know.
It's a pretty funny kids movie. It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Quite a few drivers getting some practice getting on pit road here, seeing just how hard they could push it. And be a tricky thing to do getting on pit road at these super speedway, Joe. See it catch a couple cup drivers out today.
One of them was able to rebound to a podium finish. The other, not so much.
I mean, I think given the damage, I'd say he rebounded pretty well.
Oh, I definitely rebounded well. That's not trying to say it didn't, but just didn't, you know, get a podium. What is that you like to say? SHR scoreboard?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Probably one of the derpiest finishes to a cup race at Talladega in a long time.
I get that sometimes.
How much time we got left here, Weaver?
Boy, any second now.
Woohoo! You ready to go racing?
Absolutely, Joe. Been ready.
Been waiting all day for Sunday night?
Always waiting all day for Sunday night.
Field get lined up here on the grid as we wait the command to get engines fired from Talladega.
Drivers, start your engines.
The fans getting rowdy. We are ready to go racing here from Talladega Field. You'll see him parade off of the grid. Be led, of course, by Greg Lovell in the 088. Weaver, is this a point in the race where you need to calm yourself down a little bit?
Some drivers maybe need to calm down a little bit. Some drivers probably need to amp themselves up a little bit, get ready for this start.
Greg Lovell and Jessica Shelton there on row number 1. Jovan Anderson and Seth Cole, row 2. Row 3, Nick Gunther. And then the 50 of Oscar Ramos. Randall Coleman in the number 9. And the 29 of Daniel Dozo in row number 4. Rounding out your top 10 going to be Garland Oates in the 67. And then the 74 tonight is piloted by Weaver. Piloted by?
74 is piloted by Drew Fast.
Drew Fast in the 74 tonight. With a name like that, you better win, right? Ha ha ha, funny
at
joke.
least be fast.
Greg Lovell gonna lead us to green. That Texaco Haviland Ford Mustang. It's got a familiar face behind him, and Jovan Anderson. Those two always work so well together. Jovan, of course, protege of Ricky J over from Bomb Squad. As I'm seeing cars blink, are you seeing that, Weaver, or is that on my end?
I think that's you, Joe.
Oh, no. All right, folks. Well, away we go. Green flag. We're racing here from Talladega.
Down and away we go. Good bump to that inside line, but a lot of momentum there on the outside.
Trying to get things going. Outside has a little bit more of a numbers advantage, but the inside formed up just a little bit better. Lovell surges ahead with the lead here, coming off of turn number 4. Anderson now side by side with Shelton for second.
Yeah, started off real well on that outside line, but inside line really starting to get tight here. Get nice and packed together. That's what you need.
Back looks like Mark Snyder up into the wall through turns 3 and 4. One guy you talked about it in our pre-race was Joshua Moyers. He's right now in that 68 car hanging out towards the back of this pack.
Yeah, he's somebody we usually see kind of take their time early in these races, cruise around a little bit, take a little bit of a safer approach.
Another car high up into the wall. Looks like the 29. Cardozo. Now Randall Coleman going to duck out of line and try to lead the outside lane as he looks for third place to the outside of Nick Gunther.
Outside line starting to get a couple more helpers there. James Moore leading the line, catching up to those top 4. Top 3 on that inside line, a little disconnected here. That's going to give that outside line a chance to make some moves.
Good pass here in the 33, trying to lead that lane. As they'll now be able to surge side by side with Lovell in the 088. The battle for the lead's going to be back on for the first time tonight. Oh, we got one around. It's Carlin Oaks.
67. Hard in the inside wall.
Coming back up the track, going around. Backwards on track. Next car is pretty far behind. Oh, he's backing up now in the middle of the track. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Caution. Oh, we're trying to wreck here. Slowing down. 34 of Bishop into the inside wall.
That was weird. A lot of cars just kind of swerved hard down on the apron there, slowing down off too.
Oof. Gonna look at what happened with 67 here. Got into the back of the 56 Nick Gunther, maybe some of that bumper grab Weaver. Sends the Dynaco car hard to the inside wall.
Yeah, definitely say a little bit of bumper grab there off the back of Gunther. Just sends that 67 around like you said.
Brings out our first caution of the night. '67 went around. Then was turning around on track as Mark Snyder was coming through, so officials having to throw the caution there. No harm, no foul, though. Nobody got hurt, except for the 67. I see chat has found that the 32, the last name for the 32 is just T. Sean T in the 32. Is that correct, Weaver?
To the best of my knowledge.
So the way our pylon works is it shows just the last name, or at least it should. And if there's a a 2-part last name or like a junior, it'll show that. So that's why it just says T. But feel free to keep just spamming T in chat. I'd appreciate it. It gives us interaction. So what do I care? Edver in the 09, Sean Romero in the 71, both electing to stay out. Remember, folks, got a great week of racing coming up here for you on JTN. It's the Maverick Cup Series on Tuesday from the Richmond Raceway. Coverage kicking off 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And it'll be the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series from Talladega. Oh, that's not right. It'll be the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series from Dover. And then the Maverick Cup Series from Atlanta. Those races and much, much more are going to be live right here only on JTN. Whoopsie. That would be crazy to run 2 Talladega races 2 weeks in a row, right?
It would be, but I've seen crazier.
Benjamin Snyder currently the only car scored a lap down in the 22. You see that car there. And working our first caution of the night. Where did you see anything that kind of intrigued you there through that first green flag run?
Not really, Joe. I mean, it seemed pretty run-of-the-mill, average super speedway, especially here fast. You saw Randall Coleman making that move to the outside with Jeffrey Goodpasture to try and get to the front. So I think we're going to see more of the same here as we get back going. Definitely seems like this track can handle the two lines pretty well.
They were getting pace car light's going to go out. We'll go back green next time by with Lovell and Anderson on the front row. Coleman, Shelton, Gunther, Cole, Cody Luke, Tyler Stahl, Denny Carroll, and Shane Sides, your top 10. I want to see, chat, who you got winning tonight? They're allowed to make picks, right? We're not allowed to make picks, but they're allowed to make picks.
Yeah, I think that's for the better.
Although the Atlanta race last month was the first race that I actually picked a winner, and it was Sean, and Sean's in chat tonight. But we picked both Team Twansky cars, and neither of them are in this race, so don't feel like that would be a wise decision. Because at least if it went bad in that case, it would just fall back on Bristol, and his paws are already, he's got things covered. Dewey's picking himself. Dewey, you're not racing. Silly goose. Going back green, about 12 laps before we get to where stage points are awarded to. So watch to see if any of these drivers outside the top 10 get a little aggressive trying to get up into the points. Greg Lovell will have control here for the restart. Joe Van Anderson to the outside. Don't want to see the back of the crowd's heads. You want to see the cars on track. Here we go, racing once again from Talladega into the Geico restart zone, and back away we go. Green flag once again. We're back on our way here from Dega.
Outside line getting formed up pretty well here. Got a little bit more numbers going here than that inside line. They're a little more broken up after that fifth car in line down low.
Owen Anderson doing a good job of leading the outside. Got Jessica Shelton there. All over the back bumper of the 93 Toyota. Seth Cole also in the mix. Nick Gunther now trying to clear the 088 of Greg Lovell. Denny Carroll in the 41. Our winner from Wednesday night with the Bomb Squad Racing Truck Series event. There, fifth in line, so Denny knows how to get it done. Let's see, the 088, the 9, and the 8, they are locked together. They're down the back straightaway trying to get things going, but that inside line is faltering, Weaver.
Yeah, it is, Joe. Just not enough momentum there. You see a big disconnect there after that fourth car line, Tyler Stallhood. I have Denny Carroll jumping out trying to give that line some help at the front. The outside line just got formed up too quick and too well on that restart.
A lot of grip in that outside line, too. That's kind of helping propel them forward, maybe compared to the inside. Those guys on the bottom going to have to fight the handling of their race cars a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. It definitely takes a little bit extra down there on the low side. So when you get, broken up, less cars in that outside line is really going to hurt you.
Caution is out.
Oh, 09's going around.
.33, a good passer. It's slow. What happens? The .09 gets run over by the .03 of James Moore.
Yeah, the initial yellow there was the 33. Jeff Goodpaster had a little moment there in turns 1 and 2.
Oh, well. Got a little bit of help, Weaver.
Yeah,
Mark Snyder
definitely
comes up the track.
Definitely some contact with that 33. Oh, for once, I'm the one that loses the camera feed, Joe.
That's honestly the preferable outcome, isn't it?
Hey, I'd take it every time over you.
It happens there with Mark, and then see Ediver here. Just James Moore just runs in the back of them as they're slowing down. So working our second caution of the night. I want to ask, because I see we have a crowd that shows up fair amount of the time. Do we like switching between the two graphics packages, or would we rather just stick with one? So I like to switch between, give everyone a little chance to get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? But I want to know what it's for the viewing experience at home. If switching's okay, if you have a preference, of course. Just let us know at home. And use that chat. The chat or the comments if you're watching the replay back. Yeah, Nate, already 2 cautions. First one was just because there was a car parked in the middle of the track, so he spun and was just getting back going, and another car came through. Probably shouldn't have been a caution, wouldn't have been a caution. And then this one. As Jessica Shelton goes around here coming off pit lane, Nick Gunther ran into the quarter of the 94. Weaver, what's it like to be Weaver right now? What's going on in Weaver's world?
Man, we're just out here having a good time, Joe. Yeah, here watching a good race. Watching a good racing this weekend.
Yeah.
Just living the life.
Tyler Stallhood out in front. Kevin Anderson, who was the leader, going to have to fall back to 5th here with the 4 cars in front staying out. We'll go back green next time by with the 7 car in the lead. He's going to elect to take the outside line. But the 74 of Fast on the bottom. Filling in for Dunlaprad here tonight. In the 32, the 71 is Sean Romero. Jovan Anderson, Denny Carroll, Jessica Shelton, Greg Lovell, Nick Gunther, and Randall Coleman, your top 10. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate it. We do our best.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. You can only ever do your best. Alright, folks. Sit back, relax, because we're about to go back green flag racing here from the Talladega Superspeedway. Tyler Stallhood with controls. We get ready to enter our Geico restart zone. And back away we go. Green flag, and we're back on our way here from Talladega, and Stallhood with a massive lead as we head back to the line. Maybe got a little too far out there, Weaver. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, definitely gotta be careful. This is a part where you're trying to maybe drag the brakes, let off that throttle a little bit to stay close to that rear or the front bumper of that car behind you.
The inside line this time, the one that's formed up here down the back straightaway. Outside line having some problems. So the 32 get put in the sucker hole. Tyler Mallon up the track in the 18. They have to get back down in front of sides in the 51. They're all trying to chase down Tyler Stallhood, who leads it. Jovan Anderson makes a move to the outside of Fast in the 74. Nick Gunther trying to follow Shelton through, and they're going to try to form a middle line and boot that outside line to the way high side.
I think it's going to work. That inside line really going to get shuffled out. Tyler Stallhood drew fast down there. No help coming. Now the 31 ducks low, going to give them a little bit of help.
Tyler Mallon jumps to the way high line. Jovan Anderson continues to lead the middle.
Tyler Mallon started dead last on the field, but been working up pretty steadily from the drop of that initial green flag, and now leading that outside line, trying to get to the lead.
Trying to get to the lead from that and lead that outside line, as you said, Weaver, but right now the momentum has stalled. Middle line continuing to lead the way. Although Mallon barely to the outside of Nick Gunther in the 56.
Both these lines getting some good pushes in those top 4 cars.
Hunter had an opportunity to get up in front of the 18. Elected to stay down there on the bottom. Was probably the right move. As there goes Sides looking to the outside, and maybe a little bit of bumper crap there. That was not the move to make. And that's really going to forfeit the momentum the outside line was finally starting to gain.
Yeah, it definitely hurt that outside line. Ooh, almost a little moment there with the 74.
3 wide here. Just on the edge of the top 10. Coming to lap number 20. We'll award points at the end of this lap. Things getting really crazy in and around the 10th position. So 1 lap to go in stage 1.
1 lap to go in the first stage, and a big move there from Tyler Mellon. Goes from the high side all the way to the low side. He's going to be side by side for second, trying to get side by side for first.
Try to get the lead here down the back straightaway. The momentum and the cars and the energy is still with the inside line. Single file out front, but then 3 by 3 by 3. As the top 10 condenses here in the last lap of stage number 1. Mallon looking for second to the inside of Shelton through turns 3 and 4.
Looking for second, trying to get first here. He's got a good pusher in Sean Romero behind him. Don't know if he's going to have enough momentum here to get around that 93.
May not even have enough to maintain the 3rd spot coming to the line. We'll get those stage results in a moment. That'll be your top 10. This time on the pylon. Contact there between the 56 and the 66 makes us 4 wide.
Get tight here off the corner. They figure it out, get 3 wide. 66 still gets a little bit of that outside wall, but stays clean.
That could have been catastrophic, Weaver.
Yeah, very good hole there. Opened up for the 41 Denny Carroll to jump down low and make that a 3 wide situation, which is a little bit more manageable as you're coming off the corner. Got a lap car coming up here soon that these drivers are going to have to navigate. They're back down to 2 wide here.
00 Nick Fletcher.
Oh!
What was that?
A little bit of a moment with the 09.
We're wrecking. Caution.
Cautions. I think there was contact with that lapped car, Joe.
Weaver, I think you might be right.
Oh, no. He got into it a little after, but the initial caution, 32 of Sean T, washes up a little bit on corner entry there into James Moore. Sends Moore around.
Richie Bishop did not have a good time.
Oh my God. No, he did not.
Do you want to go on board with him?
Yeah, let's do it, Joe, because he almost had this wreck missed here going down on that apron.
Let's ride. You're gonna see the wreck form up ahead. RJ does a good job. Gonna get down, down, down. Gets clipped. All right, we're back going. We're going. Oh, we're locked. Oh, we're getting hit again. Now we're flipping. Back on 4.
And it was a pretty harmless incident there for the 34 until that contact towards the end of the wreck. Ended up with a little bit of damage there.
More look at it. 32 up into the 03. Unfortunately for Fletcher, I don't think this is going to make him ineligible for the lucky dog. Happens with RJ. Bonk, bonk. That's so frustrating. Everyone, though, down on pit lane gets tires or at least fuel. Jovan Anderson only taking fuel. Greg Lovell, Nick Gunther. A lot of drivers and teams electing to only take fuel here. Shout out William Page in chat. Will, hope everything's going well.
Our big army man.
Thought he was Air Force.
Air Force. Army's the all-encompassing term.
Military would be the all-encompassing.
Yeah, well, I use Army too, because what I say matters, Joe.
That's right, I forgot. Only you matter.
It's also a little funnier if I'm, misnaming what he's in my opinion. I'll start saying he's in the Navy.
See, that's going a little too far.
Will the ship man.
Did RCR... So RCR finished first and last today? That's interesting. Not realize that. Will, I guess that means you're an Eric Jones fan, so welcome to the Eric Jones Club.
That was a good snazzy looking paint scheme.
Dude, I'm gonna be getting that diecast, and I really shouldn't be buying that one after I posted a short here. It didn't do very well, and that's okay. On JTM, but I got that big lot of all those like mid 2000s NASCAR diecast, and I really shouldn't be buying any more diecast this year. But that Air Force car is definitely making me want to buy something at least.
It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt my wallet.
It'll be alright. All you gotta do is go sell like 2 of those cars and from that big lot and you're good.
Probably. Oh no, because Lionel's I think the 124s are now like $80. But they got the foiled numbers on them too.
Yeah, you gotta catch a sale.
Huh. With the production quantities they do now too. I was looking. I made a spreadsheet of all the cars that I got, and I was looking at the product. Did you know Dale Jr.'s 2005 Budweiser car? They made 38,000 of them.
I'm surprised it wasn't 50.
That's crazy. Can you imagine them making 30,000 freaking Chase Elliott Napa cars even? Like, I don't even see them doing that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Heck yeah, Will. That sounds like fun. Will's putting on the air show for the aerobatics.
That sounds like a good time.
Love me a good air show. You ever go to an air show?
Yeah, I've been to a couple. They used to do one at Embry-Riddle. Well, not at Embry-Riddle, but Embry-Riddle would put it on. And they did that, I think it was every other year for a little while. It was a good air show.
Getting ready to go back green flag racing. Jovan Anderson with control here at the restart, coming back to lap 26 of 66. 41 laps to go. Green flag, we're back underway. Cars towards the back doing funny stuff, but they get looks like they got things sorted. We're in drag race back down to 3 Weaver.
Ooh,
Oh, there we
33's
go.
around.
Big crash here in turns 3 and 4. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, they're not done.
We're not done. Oh, man. It is a huge melee. Oh, there's some good ones in here, Weaver, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have plenty of onboards.
Kind of that first little incident that breaks out. Hey, Carol just spinning the 33 around. Oh my goodness. The 27 trying to slow down here. Gonna get into the 33. Kablamo. RJ Bishop flips the 70. See what happens with Foreman. Oh, Randall make contact initially. I'm gonna blame that one on Randall. Does that sound good to you, Weaver?
Yeah, I think so.
Oof. Oh, oh, he didn't end up flipping. Edver saved him. All right, who are we going on board with? Edver? Let's do that.
Yeah, we just start with that.
Had this miss and just barely some contact there with the 33. Welcome in, Aussie Bill. Go on board with 27 next. Let's see a good picture of everything up ahead.
$34 and $18 got some good onboards probably as well.
On board with Tyler Mallon. Said the 32.
34, I believe.
34.
Yeah, 34 RJ Bishop.
Dent Wizard. Gonna need that Dent Wizard after tonight. RJ has this miss, too. Oh. Just gassed it up and was kind of on the transition. On board with the 19. Let's take a... Pace car lights out, Weaver. Are we going back green?
I think we are.
Okay.
Looking at the field, I believe so. Race car lights are off. Joe and Anderson going to have control of this restart. Greg Lavelle on the outside. Nick Gunther in second. Shane Sides there in fourth. See which lane gets the good jump here on this restart. They seem to be flip-flopping it each time we go back green here, Joe.
It ain't even summer yet. It's not flip-flop season.
I beg to differ down here.
11 laps to go here in stage 2. Joe and Anderson with control on the bottom, Lovell on the outside. We're back green flag racing. Let's see if we can make it a lap, as they're already getting squirrely in the mid-pack.
Like somebody didn't get going there. Sean Romero had a little contact with the outside wall, but they're figuring it out.
Folks, as always, can't thank you enough for tuning in to J10 tonight. We've seen a spectacular race full of 3 and 4 wide action. A big wreck now, bringing out our most recent caution. Back green flag racing. Field looks to be a little calmer this time, as we get things sorted out here from Talladega. Jovan Anderson, Nick Gunther, and Seth Cole, your top 3.
Like that inside line going to be the one that prevails here on this restart. Got the numbers down low. They're trying to fight their way up into that middle lane. Going to give it a little bit of help to what was the outside line.
Apparently there was wrecking in the back, Weaver. I don't know if you want to get that. We're missing things left and right because we're watching the action here at the front of the field. As they're 3 wide, further on back, some contact there between the 66 and 18. Now 4 wide for a second. Randall Coleman backs out of it.
34 RJ Bishop had a little spin down into the inside wall. Got it back going. I believe that was the only incident.
Oh, Mark Snyder into the wall there off of turn 2. Things are happening as we're 3 wide down into turn 3. There's the back half of our lead draft. See Mullins there in the 45 up the track, almost contact. It was Tyler Stallhood in the 7. The 45 kind of riding the lightning there on the inside. Gotta be careful about riding that double yellow line. Oh, contact there with the 68. And Weaver, I don't think anyone's really playing it easy. I just think right now the cars are really hard to spin.
Yeah, a lot of big saves that we're seeing here. That's just part of this racing, Joe. You know, you're getting a lot of pushes that you're not, you don't really do a whole lot of bump drafting anywhere else but these super speedways. So it's not something these drivers are all completely used to. I also got a few drivers that showing up, making one-off appearances. You're not too used to driving around them, so any number of things can make this super speedway style of racing a little more sketchy than the average.
Yeah, it was something we talked about yesterday with the familiarity at open speedway for all of those drivers. They had familiarity with each other, and that really allows them to do some of these things that maybe these drivers tonight aren't going to be able to do because they're not familiar with each other and how they race. So it's a lot of a waiting game. But right now, Jovan Anderson doing an excellent job pacing the field here as the double zeros are round down the back straightaway off onto the apron. We stay green.
I think double zero way off pace, just trying to get out of the way of this lead pack here.
Don't want a repeat of what happened 2 cautions ago, even though it wasn't the double zero's fault in that instance. Just don't want to be caught up in the leader's wreck.
Danny Carroll getting shuffled out up top. Gonna have a little help coming.
On Bishop in the 34. Navigate around the Dent Wizard Ford. Ooh, Denny Carroll gonna make it really tight there off of turn number 2.
Top 6 still single file. Tyler Mallon trying to get something going on the outside, but not a whole lot of help, just one pusher. Now starting to get a little help with that middle line. Is so strong here. We say it every time we come to Talladega. Jovan Anderson, somebody that knows how to take advantage of that as well. See a couple more drivers starting to hop out of line, join that outside line. Now they got a lot of momentum, Joe.
A lot of momentum. Here comes Sides in the 51 to the outside of Lovell for the 3rd spot. A little bit of side drafting there through corners 3 and 4. Caution. What is this one for? Weaver, have no idea what this caution's for.
I'm not sure either, Joe.
Nobody's off pace. Nobody's blowing up. Nothing happened, folks. Nothing happened. They just got a little too fast on the trigger. We'll say that. It's one of them Dale Jr. debris cautions, Weaver.
Yeah, a little bit of old jockey debris.
That's the one thing. I don't feel like we haven't gotten too many debris cautions with the next gen car. I guess at Martinsville last week we had a caution, but that was a whole freaking tire. I don't even call that debris at that point.
Yeah, I think really even back in the Gen 6 era, they kind of, once they were able to bring the stages into it, they kind of stopped throwing those really iffy debris yellows.
Someone retires while taking service, it triggers that. I've never seen that before, though. Is that something... They do use a modified EXE here at FAST. So maybe that's what it is. With that EXE, it does that. Shane Sides spinning off a pit road in the 51.
Does what happens?
So the 67 retired while getting service on pit road. That's why the caution came out. But I don't recall that ever happening anywhere else. That is according to Seth. Okay. That still doesn't... That's not an every time thing, though, because we've seen guys take service and retire and not get a caution for it. Heck, I've retired taking service and there wasn't a caution thrown.
I mean, it does check out. That's about the...
That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. I'm not saying that's not what it is this time. I don't recall ever seeing something like that. I believe him. Cars electing to stay out here under this caution. Try to get some stage points. Edver in the 09. 50 of Oscar Ramos. 79. Or, excuse me, 29. Daniel Cardozo. And 27 of Mark Snyder, all staying out here under this caution. People get doubled up here. That has been the been what we've been doing throughout the night. Looks like pace car lights are off. Weaver will go back green next time by, or this time by rather. Folks, remember you can follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/JoeTowNetwork. We're also on all your favorite social media platforms at JoeTowNetwork. On Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. It's the best and easiest way to stay up to date with everything we have going on here on JTN. I spell out our government name, Weaver. They gotta spell out the government name. Could have made it worse, though. Could have made it the JoeTowNetwork Network. And that would have, you know?
Yeah, that would have been real tough on some people.
Dang Polish names. You want to make any jokes?
Yeah, I think I'll refrain on air.
On air.
On air. Look, my stepmother was Polish. She had a very Polish last name. I come from experience, Joe.
Okay. What should be a very interesting restart with 1 lap to go in the stage. Edver in the 09 with control into the restart zone, and back away we go. Green flag.
Little big stack up on that outside line. They're 4 wide.
Mark Snyder there on the outside in the 27, getting close to Joe Van Anderson. He get a little skinnier, 3 wide. Now the 27's into the outside wall. We'll keep our eyes on that car as things are going to get super tight. And the whole field able to navigate around Mark Snyder in the 27.
Almost contact with the 32 there at the back. Sean T just barely squeaking by.
That was chaotic, Weaver.
Harry back at the front, top 4 with the breakaway. Tyler Malindo leading a charge there in 5th. Greg Lavelle going to go down, block that charge, try and get a couple more spots here as we come to the ending of the stage.
Lovell looking for a stage win. Going to be too late. I might have took it, actually, Weaver. It was pretty close there.
Yeah, I think he might have got it.
Wait for that scoring on your left-hand side to update. Edver ends up taking it by the thinnest of margins, as the ticker says 0.
Yeah. Getting zeros to the hundredths, so. Although they stayed out, got some stage points there. Outside line falling back there, led by Edver Leal.
Off cycle on the fuel now. Does that worry you? I hate to ask you that question after today, but I have to.
Yeah, it's a sore subject, but I think everybody has at least one more pit stop than them. Well, yeah, at least one, I would think. So, I don't know. It could be close. We'll have to see how that one plays out, Joe. It could be a mistake, but you never know. Those stage points can serve you really well when it gets down to crunch time.
Side by side between Jessica Shelton and Edver. I believe this is for About the 8th position. Krastowski jumping into that outside line, trying to mount a charge as they're getting some momentum back now. If anyone else elects to go up there.
Got some good help behind, but the numbers are with that low side.
And those cars out front, too, that are single file, they can kind of manipulate both lanes right now.
Yeah, they can. I think just running that middle line kind of is really the manipulation here, because you're kind of forcing these guys out to the outside line. Definitely not the preferred line. I think I'd rather be trying to fight on the low side than the up against the wall. But we have seen that line up top work against this middle line if they just get the numbers and get some help. I say big fan of that 4 car that Zach Krastowski's in right now. Just classic colors for Kodak.
Got a new follow over on Twitch from Syrup_98. Thanks for the follow.
Some of y'all in chat watching might be news to you. We do stream on both platforms, YouTube and Twitch. Would love a follow, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, leave a like on the video.
One car out of line, 45 of Mullins. Or Mullen. Where did I get that right, Weaver?
Listed on the sheet as Mullen.
Okay. So I got it wrong, but then I corrected to be right.
That's all that matters.
So I'll take a 50. And splintered here in the mid-pack. It's allowing these first 9 cars to kind of drive away.
I'll give you at least a 70 there, Joe. Keep it. Ooh! 29 squeezed the 74 there in the middle. 74 Drew Fast had to back out of that one.
And this race is... You can't say this race hasn't had anything going on, because I think every single lap something different has happened. New player at the front of the field too is Matt Watkins in that 15. You see that Toyota with Funko logo on the back.
They're 3 wide, but they're getting tight. They're trying to drive it like it's Daytona, but they got room out here. It's Talladega. They got a wide track.
Seth Cole caught in the sucker hole. FRN Toyota, go give them a follow here on YouTube.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, we got problems up here in the booth, Joe.
What's happening?
I had a bug fly up my nostril. Oh, no. Sorry. Man, that thing attacked me.
Do I need, does Bristol need to go buy some bug spray?
I guess we gotta close the window or something. Where'd it come from? Man. Oh, contact 74's around.
He's still spinning. Caution gonna be out. I think. Yes, okay. There. Didn't see the lights at first. Caution out. 74 around.
Looks like it might have been another one of those situations where they think they're racing at Daytona. Just trying to get a little too close in a 3-wide situation there. Turns himself off the front bumper of the 66 of Seth Cole. Altogether, though, pretty harmless spin there for the 74. A little bit of contact with the outside wall.
On board with Tyler Stallhood, who is right behind this. James Moore is spinning here under caution. Almost. Oh my goodness. I had to come in and swerve. Whew. Oh no. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just making noises for the replays. About keeping people engaged, Weaver. Sometimes we gotta be comedians up here in the booth. They're still racking. Race off pit lane, give it to Greg Lovell. That first pit stall pays off. Jovan Anderson, Tyler Mellon, Nick Gunther inside your top 5. On T in the 32 staying out. And folks, got some great racing action coming up this week. First, it's the Maverick Cup Series from the Richmond Raceway. Coverage kicking off at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series heads to the Dover Motor Speedway on Thursday, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the Maverick Cup Series 2 weeks' time, May 2nd, from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Coverage kicking off 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Those races and much, much more, of course, live right here only on JTN. There's a stay out pit this time.
Gotta think everybody come down, get service now. Should be good to go to the end.
Now's where are you ripping the gloves off now, Weaver?
I feel like the gloves have been ripped off since the initial green here, Joe, the way we've been racing, but if they weren't, now's the time. You know, it's showtime. Everybody's going to be good to go to the finish. If we run green, there's no pit stop to worry about. Just flat-footed. Use that lead foot.
Do you have a lead foot on a souped-up Chevy?
Yeah, I got a. Let's see, I got a tungsten foot, Joe.
You got tungsten foot.
Tungsten foot.
You get that extra 5 horsepower from that tungsten foot, huh?
Mm-hmm. And I need it because I'm just in a souped-up Hyundai. You know, it's not the same on a V8.
It's not the same as a souped-up Chevy.
Yeah, you know, so I gotta compensate the difference in the power with the
You gotta
heavier
compensate.
Foot. Yeah, listen, Joe.
What are you compensating for?
Because I'm in the Hyundai, man. What am
Nothing
I supposed
else?
to do? Joe, this is supposed to be safe for work.
It is.
What are you getting at?
Well, I just thought you were talking about how you're a really tall fella.
I wouldn't have to compensate for anything in that situation, would I?
Nah, but maybe a little less aerodynamic.
I don't know about that. More contributing factors than the height for the anti-aerodynamic stature of me. Anyway, pace car lights are out. Front row, we've seen this quite a few times tonight. Greg Lavelle on the inside, Lovell, sorry. Jovan Anderson on the outside. Tyler Mallon inside second row. Nick Gunther outside second row. So some pretty good cars here towards the front of the field, Joe.
Yeah.
Everybody, we come to these super speedways. It's always talking about anybody can win. You know, everybody's got a shot, and to a point they do, but just like with anything, the cream rises to the top, Joe, and we're seeing that here. We got a lot of strong cars to the front while we're coming down to crunch time in this race.
16 laps to go here from Talladega as we take the green flag and get back underway. We'll keep this camera pushed out here for this opening lap so you can see how the lines start to form. As Lovell in the 088 able to maintain the lead here, now clear of Jovan Anderson on the outside. Tyler Mallon now going to look to the inside. Lovell comes back down to block. You see that inside line start to mesh back together here. And this, of course, is what the spotters up on top of the spotter stand see. So try to navigate and tell your driver what to do here as they head down into turns 3 and 4. You lose a little bit of sight there on the bottom, but nonetheless, Weaver, clean restart for all these drivers.
That it is, Joe. Outside line got a little bit more numbers, but inside line still got quite a few. They're formed up well, trying to force those drivers up to that high side as they try and hold that dotted line in the middle.
Jeff Dixon makes a big move to the inside of Randall Coleman, taking it 3 wide for position.
Gonna have a few cars helping down there. Gonna break apart that middle line, give that outside line even more of an advantage in the numbers game.
On the outside line, we always talk about it, carries the momentum a lot better. So down the straightaway, that line a little bit quicker. Now, if they have the numbers advantage, they have the grouping advantage, and they have the momentum advantage, well, eventually they'll get the lead.
You would think, but you also got to consider the track where you're running. That middle line holding strong. Now they got the advantage with that line. And a lot of shuffling there in the mid-pack.
Oh, we almost had some contact between the 7 and 45. They keep it going. Orman in the sill, almost contact. This is why I love the helicopter cam, because we can see the whole pack from here.
That's all you need is a helicopter cam, Joe.
That's correct, Scoozy. Malin won here Thursday night with the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series. That league, though, open setup. These drivers all have the same thing underneath them here tonight.
Ooh.
RJ
Some
Bishop.
contacts toward the back of the field.
RJ Bishop saying pain in chat. As the 34
Oh,
retired.
50 going around.
No.
Oh, Jeff Dixon, hard impact. We're still wrecking up here. 33 of Jeff Good passed around, 70 John Foreman. Oh my goodness, Joe. We had some great evasive action to get through that wreck.
Who we going on board with?
I think the 03 is going to give us a real good shot of the whole wreck here.
At one point, I think it looks like he was going to hit everybody. Just the way this gap starts to close and open back up. James Moore doing an excellent job getting through this one. And then has to get through the second one as well. Oh my goodness, Weaver, you were not lying.
And 45 kind of did a good job following him through there. Got a little loose, spun it out getting through that gap, but still made it through nonetheless. Kind of had to whip it to get around that 33. It's Alex Mullen in the 45.
It's going to be a bump gone wrong from the 09 to the 50 that lights this wreck off. But you can't bump on corner exit like that, or corner entrance, rather. RJ, that's understandable. 34 parking after having some engine issues. Dylan Young also joined us in chat. Welcome in, Dylan. Oh. Are you on a re-rack and go again, Weaver?
Absolutely, Joe. This is going to set us up with a little short run here to the finish. At 10 to go right now, should be going back green around 9, 8 to go.
$11 to go right now.
I'm sorry, my bad. 10 to go when we hit the line.
Gotta. You know how long it took me to figure that out? That, like, the scoring pylon at the racetrack was telling me what lap they were on, not how many they had completed.
It's a confusing way to go about things.
It's,
I don't know.
you know.
This is one of those things. It's just hard. I guess it makes more sense to say they're on this lap than. I don't know. That's for the big brains to figure out, I guess, not me.
Go back green next time around.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Taking a little extra time for cleanup, it seems like.
I mean, the average is a car quick. Yeah, there goes pace car lights out. We'll be going green with 9 to go.
Weaver, you like to make jokes, right?
I'm a big jokester.
You got any good ones?
Oh, what's a DJ's favorite sauce?
I don't know, Weaver. What's a DJ's favorite sauce?
Marinara. Be here all week.
He won't be here all week. He'll be here Thursday as the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series takes to the Dover Motor Speedway. Tune in for more of Weaver's Comedy Hour Thursday, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Bristol says he's going to have more sportsbook lines for you. So,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
he's going to try to take all your money, Weaver.
You're gonna try and parlay that into the podcast we've been talking about for years now.
Well, Weaver, I'm going to be done with school now, so we'll see. We'll see where life takes us this fall.
How much more can we pack on your plate, Joe?
Listen,
Got a dump truck. I need somewhere to unload.
hey, I tried to get help for editing the podcast together. I guess I gotta try harder. 30 camera pace car is in level with control here for the restart. Tyler Mellon to the outside, Joe Van Anderson, Nick Gunther. Inside your top 5. And back away we go. Green flag once again here from Talladega. 9 laps to go. Oh, one's blowing up and they're wrecking it to back.
Oh,
One is up and over.
Ooh,
No caution has been... There's the caution.
big hit for the 33.
Let's race back with 10 to go. Maybe, maybe not.
It is. The top two are racing. Everybody else looks like they might have forgot there for a second. No, they're picking up speed. Or are they? I can't tell, Joe. Some people are slowing down, some aren't.
Top two are racing. Pretty sure it's race back with 10 to go.
And it is Tyler Mountain looking to the inside. He's going to try and get this pass done, get the lead before we get to the line. But Greg Lovell just going to hold him off here.
It's the big one in the back. That's what we're calling this one, folks. 32 lost a motor, and I think that's what kind of... I don't...
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Jeff Goodpass did a little bit of a Ross Chastain impression there. A little different circumstances of how he got there, but jumping up and over the 70 as he was flipping.
Oh, no! Weaver, you're giving me all kinds of shorts material today.
Am I?
Yeah, the whole bug thing up your nose, that's perfect. Comedy.
Oh, no.
You get to relive that for the rest of your life.
That was a traumatizing experience, Joe.
Yeah, but it was funny.
I've never had him go up like I've had him, in the ear, in the mouth a little bit, but never the nose.
Instead of the biggie bag, it was the biggin back. I like the idea. We gotta word it better, though. It's not catchy enough. Yeah, I don't know why we're getting this close here on the restart. Like...
While we're pacing right now, Joe?
No, with this caution. Like...
His go time, we're under 10 to go, Joe. You gotta make up them spots now.
33 to the Kyle Busch there. It was Ross that jumped over Kyle, right?
Yes.
I thought.
Kyle was slow and
Mm-hmm.
Ross came and did a little open wheel action, it looked like.
Alright, we're gonna try to get back going next time by. Try to save some laps here. Be 6 laps to go when we get the green.
Six laps. We have had a good handful of yellows in this race, but not a whole lot of, those massive wrecks. There's some pretty sizable ones, but still a lot of cars out here running at full power, so should be interesting to see with 6 laps, plenty of time to make some moves, get some stuff going.
Oh, laying way back and then pass 4 cars on the restart. I see. You ready to go back, Green Weaver?
I've been ready, Joe. Seeing that pace car turn down pit road gives me the energy I needed to call these last 6 laps for you. Greg Lovell going to lead us back to green here. Tyler Mallon on the outside. Joe and Anderson second row inside. Nick Gunther second row outside. Outside getting a good jump here.
Mallon with a good jump there on the outside. Going to be nosing ahead of Lovell on the bottom. Jovan Anderson.
Oh,
they're
wreck
wrecking again at the back.
Caution is out. Is that another wreck?
Yep, they're wrecking again.
19. Nicholas Servideo around. Jeff Dixon around.
Watch these guys, see if they're gonna race back again. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. '18 and the 088 are. No one else is. Alright, there we go. Now they're slowing down.
Well, I don't think they are supposed to be racing back, Joe. I don't.
We just saw like an identical wreck to what we saw last time. I don't know anything anymore. I'm just in shock. In all my 3 years of doing this, I don't think I've seen two wrecks look so similar back to back.
Looking at the driver communication, looks like 32 there had an issue, went into the wrong gear.
So that was the caution before.
Oh, that was a caution before. Okay.
Yeah, this one, the
So
double
that
zero
explains
doesn't
that,
get
yeah.
going. Like, we're 3 wide at the line.
Almost 4 wide.
I'm flabbergasted. I don't even know what that word means, but I know I'm it. Watch how this develops here. Like we're 4 wide, and then we're closing in. Now we're. Weaver, you can just give me. I'm gonna keep showing replays until they're coming off or going into 3 to get the green. So just let me know when that happens, okay?
I got you, Joe.
We'll keep the fans entertained here with this wreck. I'm aboard Benjamin Snyder.
Only in 2, but pace car lights are off now. Going to be going back green with 3 to go. With a green, white checker.
So the lineup looks like this. Tyler Ballin on the outside, Lovell on the inside. Nick Gunther, Joe Anderson, Matt Watkins, Shane Sides, Joshua Moyers, Jessica Shelton, Zach Krastowski, Randall Coleman, your top 10.
Here we go, Joe. What's likely to be the last restart of the night. Do they do it 3 times in a row?
I hope not. Like, if they do, I'm gonna feel like I'm an insane person. Tyler Mallon with control. Greg Lovell to the bottom, or to the inside. Green flag, we're back underway. 3 laps to go. We tried, Weaver, they tried.
Oh, my heart stopped there for a second.
Lovell in the 088. Gonna be clear. Tyler Mallon here off of turn number 2. Does he elect to jump in front of that 18 is the question. Staying loyal to Nick Gunther behind him. The 56 gonna give a big shove to the 088. 56 getting a good shove from the 15 and 68 there on the bottom into turns 3 and 4. Coming back, we'll have 2 laps to go.
I think that was the right move, staying low there. Good momentum in this inside line here. They get a little disconnected towards the back, though.
Need your helpers to continue to push you. The outside line starting to splinter here as Jessica Shelton looks to the outside of Shane's sides. This is going to favor the inside line now as they'll have the numbers advantage as the outside line splinters with Tyler Mallon leading the middle.
Jessica Shelton jumped to the outside, got help with Randall Coleman behind, Denny Carroll. They're going to have a lot of help on that outside line. They're going to draw even 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide drag race down the back straightaway. Jessica Shelton leading the way on the outside. She is now clear of both inside lines. Does she stay loyal to the 9 car of Randall Coleman behind her? Coleman now clear, and Coleman going to jump to the inside and get to the left rear quarter of Shelton, looking for the lead here through turn 4.
Randall doing a good job there, jumping to the inside with the momentum, has just enough momentum to get to the inside of Jessica. Doesn't give her a chance to come down and block. Randall Coleman leading that inside line. Jessica Shelton leading the middle.
Tyler Mallon going to make it 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Denny Carroll's around. We got a crash. Big crash. 41 up and over. They're flipping there just past They're flipping just past the start-finish line, but we're racing back here. We'll keep our eyes on the lead.
5 cars in contention here. Greg Lovell pushing Randall Coleman here. Jessica Shelton's going to get a big run down the back straightaway with the 66 pushing.
Can Lovell make the move that he wasn't able to make yesterday in the Open Speedway Talladega 400? Shelton now looking to the outside, going to have help from Seth Cole. Will Randall Coleman jump up there to block the outside line? The numbers, though, are still even. Lovell not clear of the 94. Off of turn number 4 into the tri-oval. The 9 car of Randall Coleman still with the lead. Shelton trying a charge on the outside. Lovell going to be side by side. Momentum to the 94 here coming to the line, but Randall Coleman will win in the FAST Renegade Cup Series from Talladega.
Randall Coleman doing the right thing there, holding that momentum with the 088 Greg Lovell there. Doing a good job, not getting too worried and trying to block when he shouldn't.
All right, folks, we got a big wreck to show you here. It was a parking lot.
Oh my gosh, Tyler Stallhood with a gymnastic act.
Got an energy drink on that car?
He had to use some extra energy to get up that high.
That's what I'm saying, man. What happens with Stallhood here? It's a bump from the 66 to the back of the 41 that goes wrong. Look at the 7 car.
You gotta go check out the 19, Joe. He had to think he was safe there. And oh, man.
Should we just go on board, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Jump scare warning.
All right, on board with 19. Oh, no. What else you got for us, Weaver?
Man, that's a good question. Everybody was really rolling, flipping. Benjamin Snyder might have had a good view of that one.
It was a parking lot down here. Benjamin Snyder. On board with Ben. Last on board. Here. I think Randall's ready to do his burnouts. Keep your foot in it. Ah, gotta back off. Gets in the back of Dixon. Ah! Oh no. All right, we have our last call. Do we do a visor cam with the 7?
Yeah, let's see how. Put you in the driver's seat for that one.
She in the driver's seat. I'm bored. Visor cam with Tyler Stallhood. The visor cam went out for a second, so that means his head went through the top of the car. Hopefully Tyler's okay. Honestly, watching that made me dizzy. Oh.
It was a rough one, Joe. That was very, very big. I mean, we mentioned we hadn't really seen that huge wreck where you see those cars blowing up like that. It just took to that last lap.
Randall Coleman, though, he'll bring it around. Congratulations from Cody Luke, Jovan Anderson there in the 93. Randall brings it around. And he'll burn it down for the fans here at Talladega. He's having a hard time. Hold on. He's getting it going. There he goes. So Randall Coleman, your race winner here tonight. We'll get results here on your screens momentarily, but let's go ahead and start by talking with. You want to go 3-1 tonight, right?
Yeah, I think that's a.
Let's go ahead and start by talking with our third place finisher. He's the driver of the number 66 here this evening, Seth Cole. Seth, you got a copy?
I got you.
All right, buddy. Third place finish, a chaotic last lap. When a big wreck like that happens in front and then behind you, and the energy gets dissipated like that, what situation does that put you in behind the wheel?
Just gonna have to kind of take notice of what the landscape is, see who's left, and try and figure out, who you're gonna try and push there at the end. Myself and Jess were working together most of that race at the beginning, and then I had a pit road miscue, so I felt kind of back out of that group. But I saw we had a little bit of a gap between ourselves and the 9 and the 088. So I thought, we'll try and see if we can generate a run the backstretch and try and make something happen in turn 3. I don't know if I needed a drafting partner there through the tri-oval or just another bump to the back of Jess to get her there to the line. But kept just a little bit short. But I mean, honestly, probably should have been involved in that last wreck. I don't know how I wasn't involved, to be honest, because we were in the third lane where just about everything was blocked up. So glad to escape it. Glad to get a good finish here. Sometimes you get lucky at Dega.
Sometimes you get lucky at Dega, and I misspoke. Fourth place finish for you tonight. How a top 5 here at Talladega? I think a lot of guys, they kind of, they talk about these restrictor plate races or super speedway, whatever you want to call them nowadays. They kind of, I don't want to say look down on them, but that's kind of the only verbiage that comes to mind that makes sense. Look down on good finishes here is maybe they're not as important, but speak to maybe why that thought process is a little bit wrong.
I mean, if nobody has gotten behind the wheel of one of these cars and experienced what it's like trying to figure out what lane's moving, where you need to position yourself, where the big one might take place, it is a constant mental chess game every single lap. I mean, I know that to the spectator, it may look like we're just going fast and turning left, but there is so much going on. There's so much communication between drivers of, do we want to make a move now? Is this too early? What is the area that we need to be in, maybe for green flag pit stops? It's constant communication, constant thinking. So it's a workout. That's not surprisingly, a lot of drivers are worn out after these races are over.
Well, Seth, want to give you time to recuperate. Congratulations on the top 5 finish. Before we let you go, though, I want to give you the opportunity. Got great partners on your car. You got great fans out there. The floor is yours, buddy. You know what to do.
I first got to give a big thanks to Randall Coleman for running this series. It's been great to be back here. A couple of seasons I missed. I'm not sure this might be the last start I'm making for a while because Sundays are going to start getting hectic from here on out. So I was glad I was able to at least run Talladega, one of my favorite tracks. I got to thank everybody that I was working with over in our team chat. Jessica Shelton, Nick Gunther, Nico Severito, RJ Bishop was in there for a while, but his car kind of got killed. We were trying to see if we could work with Joven as well. He has been a couple of races here recently that he's almost won and not quite been able to. We were trying to see if we could maybe get him that checkered flag tonight, but weren't quite able to do it. Was streaming on my end, so appreciate everybody in my chat that was keeping me company. And then just, most importantly, thanks to you guys here at JTN for the broadcasts. I know how much work you guys put into these and appreciate everything you guys do.
Well, Seth, again, as always, congratulations, or thank you so much for your time. That's the as always part. And congratulations on a strong finish here tonight. And it's, as always, a pleasure talking with you. And yeah, go celebrate and hopefully take it easy on Sundays. I know it's going to be hectic. At least take it easy some day of the week.
Yeah, gonna go take a nap.
There you go. Seth Cole.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Seth Cole, driver the number 66, your 4th place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and bring in our 3rd place finisher. He's the driver of the number 088, Greg Lovell. Greg, you got a copy?
Yeah, Joe. How's it going, bud?
It's going pretty good, but I got to ask you, this is 2 Talladega races that you've been live on JTN in a row now. Not parking this car in victory lane. What, anything different you could have done tonight?
Not really. Once I got behind Randall, I told him I was just going to help him best I could to get him a win.
What was the racing like out there tonight? Because we saw at the end there a couple of big wrecks at the back of the pack. We saw 3-4 wide racing at times. Everyone being really aggressive, trying to make moves and get by the car in front of them. How hectic was that racing out there tonight?
It was pretty hectic. I mean, it was come and go really.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it had stayed green longer, it would have probably been a different race.
Mm-hmm.
Having pit stops and spreading the field out and all that would have probably changed things. But I'll take 3rd, man. It's a good finish.
Do you enjoy that kind of racing when it's a little bit more white knuckle, you got to sit up on the wheel a little bit more, or would you rather have a Sunday drive?
Nope, I like it intense. That's the best part about super speedways.
Well, Greg, you got that intense race tonight, a 3rd place finish. You led the most laps too, so strong effort with this 088. You also had the pole, so a great night for you and this team. But before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. You got a lot of great partners, a lot of great fans out there. The floor is yours, buddy. You know what to do.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Randall for putting on the race. I'd like to thank BSR for their league and Tally Knights, all these leagues, man. That's what keeps the game going. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all these guys making some kind of effort, to keep all these servers running and open. And I know it's a lot of work because I've done it. My hat's off to them, man.
Well, Greg, again, congratulations on the podium finish, the strong run here tonight. And as always, cannot thank you enough for your time.
Thank you, Joe.
Greg Lovell, driver of the 088, your 3rd place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and finally bring in our race winner. He's the driver of the number 9, Randall Coleman. Randall, you got a copy?
I got you.
All right, you lead 2 laps tonight. You led the most important lap of the night. How did you manage to win this race?
I think we were, 10th with 3 to go or coming to 2 to go or something like that. And I just made the commitment that I was going to go to the high side, and Jessica jumped up in front of me. And I don't know exactly who was behind me. I think it was the 41. And I don't know who else got behind them, but that thing was on rails. We flew right up through there. So once we got clear of the bottom 2 lines, I knew I had to pounce on Jessica because I really want to go out there and get that win.
Well, you go out there and get that win. We saw all tonight, though, really intense racing out on track. Obviously, as the league owner and managing everything. First off, from that side, how good does that feel to see that intense competitive racing all night long. And on the flip side, as the driver, how do you feel about that type of racing? Do you enjoy it? And did you have fun?
Well, from the league owner position, when you're watching everybody go out there and race 3 wide, and I think we had one time we were 4 wide, it looks really fun and it looks really cool. And it's good to see the diversity that we have as far as everybody being competitive, and you can run any line you want to and charge to the front. Um, but as a driver, you hate seeing 2 wide and 3 wide because everybody's just moving all over the place, and you're just waiting for one person to screw up, and that could end your day. So it's from an owner standpoint of the league, it's fun to watch. It's very thrilling to see everybody have a competitive shot. But from a driver standpoint, it's very hectic.
Well, Randall, you win the hectic race tonight. A great win, a thrilling move there to take home the victory. Congratulations on the win. Before we let you go, though, I want to give you the opportunity. A lot of great partners with the league, a lot of great partners on the 9 car, a lot of Randall Coleman fans out there, too. The floor is yours, buddy. You know what to do.
Well, first and foremost, I got to thank you guys for coming out here and broadcasting. We've done this for several races, and we're going to continue to do it, and it's always a pleasure to have you and Weaver come out here and Bristol behind the cameras. I got some big news coming for the league soon. I don't want to officially announce it yet because that's not completely all the way worked out, but I'm going to be excited when this opportunity comes around, especially for the playoffs. You already know about it, but I don't want to release anything really yet until it's all signed, sealed, and delivered. Other than that, got to thank my sponsors. Tonight we had Logitech Gaming on our car. Got them their first win of the season. First win with Revolution Motorsports. So that was fun. We got Tire Pros, Hooters, Napa. Couldn't thank them enough for always being here, racing, being on my car. Definitely gonna go and down some Mountain Dews after this, if you know what I mean. But I gotta give a shout out to Jessica. She jumped up there with me. We went up to the front. Sorry I had to ditch you, but I wanted that win. Don't get too mad at me. And then basically everybody in the league, we have our heat of the moment kind of things with everybody every now and then. But for the most part, at the end of the day, everybody does come together and they congratulate one another. We have some kinks that we have to work out from time to time, but overall, without the drivers in this league, we wouldn't have what we have today. As far as this league growing every week, more drivers coming in, being more competitive, and that kind of stuff. So can't thank them enough. Also, if anybody's interested, give us a look.
Randall, again, as always, cannot thank you enough for your time. And congratulations on the win tonight. Know you're going to go celebrate, party hard. And again, good luck here. I think next time we're live is going to be Gateway in June. So look forward to seeing what the league does in between now and then. And looking forward to being back first weekend of June.
Oh, I got one more thing.
Uh-oh.
I know he's listening. But hey, Cody, that motivation, we're tied now, boy.
Randall Coleman, driver the number 9, your race winner here tonight. Thanks, Randall.
Thank you, guys.
And Weaver, that's going to wrap up our coverage here this evening. A thrilling race, edge of your seat, white-knuckled, all those words that talk about hectic, crazy, scary at times. A thrilling finish. This, quite frankly, could be the Talladega to end all Talladegas.
Absolutely, Joe. You summed it up pretty well there. Just a little bit of everything tonight. A good way to wrap up Talladega week for us and hopefully everybody at home. Hope everybody had a good time watching. Hope they have a good rest of their week.
Gonna have a great week on here on JTN, so make sure you're subscribed with the bell icon turned on. You can follow us at JoeTowNetwork on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. It's a great way to help you stay up to date with everything we have going on. Remember, we also simulcast over at twitch.tv/JoeTowNetwork. Again, if you want to check out the FAST Renegade Cup Series, we have their Facebook page linked in the video description. ask to join. They'll get you all set up to come race here on Sunday nights with FAST. They follow the NASCAR Cup Series schedule, kind of, with some different special events mixed in throughout the season. Again, folks, though, click like, subscribe, do all those things, and for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for my colleague Joseph Weaver, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time, live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the tri-oval, Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the line and a wreckage behind him. Good cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux for
The contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy wins the Horizon 2